Tap House.
Hi guys, welcome to the Tap House, where we rate beers and you're with us, and I'm your host D, and today the beer on tap we have is the Icelandic Artic Pale Ale. It's a triple hop for flavor and balance, and it's made from the Icelandic. I hope I said that right. It's a 5.6 alcohol by volume, and on the back of the can, let's read what it says here. Brewed 60 miles south of Arctic Circle, we balance 3 kinds of hops with pure Icelandic water to create an ale unlike any other. It can only be described as an Arctic Pale Ale, and is truly one of a kind. Cascade hops give it an American character, while Northern Brewer and Harlatu tradition and add just enough bitterness to make this ale refreshingly Icelandic, and to make everything else pale in comparison. So the reason why I got this beer is because on the Instagram, I posted the beer that I rated before, and I don't know if it's the brewery itself or if somebody that works for the brewery, but they had this image on their picture for their profile, and I was like, oh, that's a beer. I need to try that out. Let's see how that one is. So that's the reason why I got this beer. Plus, last episode I got super fucking drunk. I'm gonna say I got buzzed, not drunk, but I decided to go a little bit lighter and got me a 6-pack. I'm not gonna finish it all in an episode, and I hope I don't, because even if it's light, I feel like I'm gonna get buzzed because I have not been eating right. Anyways, let's get to the beer. Cheers. I had to wear a hat because I don't got a barber, as you can tell in my other previous episode. Let's see the pour. For the listeners, the pour, it looks very crisp, very light. I don't see no smokiness whatsoever. It looks very refreshing. I'm excited to see how light, but at the same time bitterness it might have. I'm really looking forward to something. Oh, it smells really good. I can smell it from over here. I'm an alcoholic if I can smell that far away, right? Ah, man, it looks really cool. Put that beer right there. Hopefully it doesn't fall over. All right. Well, for the listeners out there, the beer looks like it's about yellowish, kind of like a pea color. Nah, just kidding. Pea berries. It could be clear and white and yellow, green, blood. I don't know. But for me, this doesn't look like beer. Pea doesn't like pea. Jesus Christ. It's been a long week. It smells very good. I could get a hint of what is that? I don't want to say what. You know what? I'm not even gonna name or try to name what the fuck it has inside. And again, I need to stop cussing. I'm not even drunk yet, and I need to stop cussing. So I'm gonna try to minimize the f-bombs a lot, because last episode was horrible. Back to the beer again, right? It smells very good. Normally, what I get whenever it comes to light beers, you get this really weird taste, smell where. You know when you normally smell piss beer? Oh, that's fucking, it smells like piss. I don't know why I'm bringing in piss a lot, but basically, it doesn't smell like that. It smells like a craft beer, right? Which I think it kind of is. Let's get into the taste, because I need this beer, and I want to get this episode in the right way. I want to start it off the right way, which I don't think I already started it. That's very interesting. I don't know if it's me. Oh shit. I mean, it is just me, right? But for some reason I taste almonds in it, which is, I don't think that's what's in it, but it's possibly my tongue just fucking with me. But it tastes really good. Shit. Yeah, it's you could taste some of the bitterness in it. It's not completely light, which I like that. I like beers that are light, that are able to blend in some bitterness to it. I have to really go into that whenever it comes to explaining the taste, because there's a lot of similarities to light beers, but this one I feel like it has a distinct flavor to it that I feel like other light beers don't have, which is the bitterness on this one. it doesn't make sense, right? I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, kind of, but basically, whenever you're looking for light beer, you want, most people just want something that just goes down easily. But for this one, I believe you could enjoy the flavor within it, but also it goes down super smooth. It's a very smooth beer, crisp. It doesn't make you thirsty. It has nice flavor, which is not overbearing when it comes to. It doesn't overwhelm you with the flavor it has or the bitterness, and I think I appreciate that about this beer. That it's light, it's crisp, it's enjoyable, and it has what you need. It doesn't feel like you're drinking a light beer, and I think it's because it's the hops. I think that's what it is. On the last episode, I was gonna go into Norse mythology. That's what I wanted to say on this last episode of Norse mythology. But for the brewery, Icelandic, Iceland. If I'm saying that wrong, please correct me. I don't know how to pronounce it, and I don't want to mispronounce it. But I'm gonna say for y'all, this beer, it's very, very good, and there's nothing else to say but, yay to you. So good beer. Shit. Normally I go into depth more, but I don't try to prolong. I'm not trying to make these reviews longer than they should be because I'm alone. Normally I have a cast of crew right here with me, experimenting, talking to me about the beer, but this isolation has gone long enough. But anyways, I just tapped that review. Yeah, this beer's good. I like it. So it's oh man, it's really good beer. I won't get drunk tonight. I promise you, it's not gonna happen for shit. I decided not to do something like that again because the last episode it went off the rails. I had no idea where I was going with it, right? But it's been almost, I don't know how many weeks it's been since we've been quarantined. It's been a tough week. Let me just keep you updated before we get into the topic, because I do have a topic, which is crazy. I researched just a little bit, even though last week I was talking a lot of bullshit about researching and also, making that episode just raw. The fucking episode, it was bad. I mean, I don't know. People liked it. People hated it. I don't know. But I did enjoy it, though. That beer was shit. But this beer is really good. This is what I needed. I needed a palate cleanser. And this is what the palate cleanser is for me. But let me just give you the schedule that I'm working with right now. That's why I recorded on a Saturday rather than a Friday. This whole weekend, I worked from 3 to 11, which usually I work from 8:30 to 4:30 p.m. Now, next week, starting Monday, I'm working from 4 a.m. to 3 p.m. So we don't know how it's going to go when it comes to this thing going on. So my schedule is going to vary a lot. So right now, I'm just don't know where I'm at. Like, my sleeping schedule is all fucked. My eating schedule was all screwed. My working out schedule was all, everywhere. So it's fucking up my body a little bit. And then in my head, I'm like, do I have it? Like, do I have the symptoms? Because, like, I feel really weird sometimes. But that's just me going through my head and consistently just thinking shit, the worst case scenario, I'm not that person that worries a lot when it comes to my health, because I feel like I think I'm okay when it comes to my health wise. The only thing I do worry about is like other stuff that I can't have control over, because I have control over my body and my health, because if I took care of it, I should be okay. Possibly, but I mean, obviously there's little outcomes and outliers that vary, obviously, but it depends on how you treat yourself and treat your body. But what I'm speaking of is that, like, other stuff that I have no control over. What the fuck was I even saying? Holy shit, I feel like I'm high. Basically, yeah, my whole schedule, right? It's all fucked. So, like, I usually worry about other things rather than just my body. So this is the first time I've ever really have been worrying about how I feel physically, and I am terrified because I'm like, okay, man, my stomach's been upset for the past couple of days, and I'm like, is that a symptom? And I freak out, and I'm like, I wonder if that's what it is. If that's what it is, because I just freak out. But I think it's because I've been cooking and I've been eating my own food, and possibly I'll be eating the same food back to back to back because I'm trying to save the amount of food I have. Because I hate going to the grocery stores. I hate going to buy just one item for a week, But I ration my food, so I don't want to go back to the grocery store. I hate going to the grocery stores, especially at this time. It feels really weird to go to a grocery store right now. I went to Walmart today to buy me detergent, right, for my clothes, and I ended up leaving with a whole bunch of shit that I don't even need, only because I was afraid that I wasn't able to go back, and I was afraid that it wasn't going to be there. So I bought me bread, ground beef. I didn't stack up like I normally would be. I mean, I don't stack up like people do on this crazy time. I ration it. I just get one, and I'm like, okay, I might just, I'm buying this now, but I might not need it until later on this week. But if I don't get it now, they might not be available later on, so I got it. But man, being around there, it's like surreal. I know eventually we're gonna get used to all of us wearing face masks. Face mask is gonna be a thing. I think eventually that's gonna be a norm for God knows how long. But yeah, it's going to the grocery store. It fucking sucks, and I don't want to be around people right now. As much as I would appreciate being around my family, but obviously I don't want to. Like, this past week was my dad's birthday, and we normally would hang out with them. My nephew's birthday was today, and my birthday was 2 weeks ago, and it just feels like, I'm not as close. I'm not as close to them as I would like to be, but we'd FaceTime. And then Zoom is a thing now. People online could be on Zoom. They could talk to each other, make the background look all cool and whatnot. But eventually I'll probably get there if I want to. But I've seen some people going on dates on Zoom, that's pretty interesting. If you want to go on a date with me on Zoom, hit me up. Just kidding. I don't have time for that shit right now. If anything, I'm just focusing on staying alive, staying complacent to what I need to do, focusing on my health, people's health, and focusing on my mental state and being zenful. Because recently I started going into this trend, this rabbit hole, which is called TikTok. There was this thing. Oh, okay. So, like I said, I had some stuff to talk about, right? So, I went on TikTok recently, and it would just be for jokes, right? I would go in there just to make me laugh because I deleted all my dating apps. I deleted Snapchat. I don't have that no more. I don't have a Facebook. All I have is a Twitter and Instagram, and then also have TikTok. I got TikTok just because, I mean, everybody had it, so I just downloaded it for the fuck of it. And I thought about making videos myself, but not like necessarily to be popular or anything. It's just to let my creativity, my stupid side, just somewhere else. Like, this is I hope to be one day my main career. That's embarrassing because I suck at this. But yeah, why not, right? Believe in something that you might want to have one day. So eventually I wish this could be my career, right? And I could get better at it. Nobody's perfect the first couple of times, or 100 times, or God knows how many times I've done it. 85. So this could be my my main thing. But the TikTok thing was supposed to be just for me to bullshit, have my creative dumb side out, the dorkiness of me come out. But I never end up making an account. So all I have is that, the one you could preview shit, but like everybody else has. So the first week I got on there, well, not this week, but last week, it was just bullshit. People doing the normal dances. I don't know what the fuck this is. What I want to know is how those dances come up. I mean, like for those particulars, like, okay, they say so for Doja Cat, the dance, like that's like that dance only goes with Doja Cat's say so dance. Like, it doesn't go with any other dance, right? So I'm curious to see like why a certain dance is only stuck to a certain song. That's my mentality, how when I go on there. I was like, how the hell people come up with those dances, and why to this song, and why only to this song? Why not to other songs? I mean, obviously what the words and the lyrics say, but just how does it get started, right? Just a trend, right? But anyways, that's neither here or there. What I was talking about TikTok is that the fact that recently, this whole week, I've been listening to TikTok more because of the conspiracy theories, which, in fact, those conspiracy theories that people have seen on TikTok have been out since forever. And what I've realized is that people have so much time in their hands, especially the young kids, right? That are in high school or in college, mid 20s, early teens. And they have so much time to look on the internet, looking for information. And they're seeking out stuff that the older folks, the older conspiracy people have already known since forever. Sorry, these hops kind of made me burp, which is one downfall for a hop. They make me burp a lot. So I'm trying to avoid burping a lot. But basically, every single conspiracy theory that I saw on there, I was like, these guys are probably getting on this. This is stupid, right? But it's exciting, though, because it has more eyes open to the possibilities of seeking the truth for if people want to seek it out, right? And I'm going to go with the conspiracy theories that I've seen on there that I've heard before, and some that I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. Like, I mean, kind of far-fetched, you know? But the one that caught my attention that I recently found out are Xenobots. So, what is a Xenobot, right? You got me because I have no fucking clue what it is, right? So I had to do my minimum of research to figure out what the fuck Xenobots are. And I'm gonna leave a link up here so you can check out the video of what I've seen. But the basic summary of a Xenobot is named after an African clawed frog. Are self-healing microbots that are designed and programmed by a computer and built from the ground up using biological cells. A Xenobot is a biological machine under 1 millimeter wide, small enough to travel inside human bodies. They're also using it for possibly to help clean microplastics from our oceans and also possibly repair organs inside us, which is a trip, right? And then my first thought in my head is, Xenobot sounds familiar, and all I'm thinking about is xenomorphs from Alien. And I'm like, shit, what if one day that Xenobot can mutate into something more, you know? But then that doesn't make sense because we program it, because it's a machine. It's a machine that's alive. Ever. It's the first one ever. When was it created again? It was invented in 2020, so I don't know specifically what month, but it was this year it was invented. But shit like that I learned from fucking TikTok, and I'm just like, holy shit, like, that's crazy. And then the second thing I learned from TikTok, well, I mean, this one was kind of out there already a long time ago, and it's a conspiracy theory within itself that the United States wants to leave this Earth to go to a different Earth, that the asteroid that's coming isn't really an asteroid, it's actually an Earth-like planet. Supposedly, I don't know, this is a lot of stuff they're saying, but this asteroid, which is called the 1998 OR2, was hit harmlessly by Earth by April 29th. And I'm just like, okay, that seems plausible, I guess, if it's like an Earth-like planet that only comes around every so often. But why would he leave Earth for that planet? You know? Sorry. In my head, I'm hearing myself talking. I'm just like, what? I miss my homies, because they normally would shut me up after this. But hey, again, guys, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to do it by me, because eventually this whole thing will pass by. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll never pass it by. We're fucked forever, right? And the thing they were talking about is Bill Gates too. The conspiracy that Bill Gates wants to that he bought all the vaccines for the COVID-19, and that he thinks we should. I forgot what the fuck. I don't even. It's stupid because he wants to help but doesn't want to help supposedly, and that he wants the Earth to stop populating for some reason because it's overpopulating, and that he's the only one that has a cure because his dad worked for Rothschilds. And dude, I don't give a fuck. That conspiracy theory, yeah, if it's true, I mean, what the fuck could we even do? Sorry, F-bombs. You know? Like, okay, if it is true, right? Say Bill Gates does want to make money off of the COVID vaccines, and he does want to stop. He wants to supposedly kill half of. I mean, you know, eradicate the elderly or whatever. Say it is true, right? What the fuck could we do about it? Like, just call him out, and he has like a ton of money, so he'll just silence either one of us or all of us. I don't know. I'm being morbid right now. This whole thing got me all screwed up. And then also TikTok. What also I see a lot is Bad Bunny. Que no te mama culo. Those memes are great, or the TikTok videos for that is funny. Like, they have a song for Bad Bunny and that little verse, and they put the parents' faces, big-headed people. That's pretty funny. I enjoy those videos because Mexican moms take shit seriously, and they will fuck you up if they hear something like that. Like, ah, chinga tu madre. I mean, actually, take that back. Moms wouldn't say that. Dads would say that. I think dads were the ones who would say, chinga tu madre, esa pendeja, la verga, el culo más duro, whatever. Man, I need to trade for the Spanish talks. I'm talking shit in Spanish. But the mothers, las mamás, they'll probably just be like, ah, te va a partir la madre, or something like that, along those lines. Or cochina, you know? No seas pendeja. But I like seeing those videos because their mom's reactions are the exact same reaction my mom would be. Like, what the fuck? You know? Like, ah, dirty. You know? We're not even that. It's like, oh, I dare you. I dare you. Yeah, I dare you. That's what my mom would probably tell me. Oh, I dare you to play that shit again. Okay, real quick. Let me try this real quick. But I want to ask y'all this. And don't lie to me. Because I want to know if you're lying to me. Okay. Am I the only Mexican? Am I the only Mexican? What the fuck am I trying to say here? Is my mom the only one out of any culture that could handle any bad word? But if you say stupid, it's like the world ends for her. Like, am I the only one that has parents like that? Like, is it just a Mexican thing? Or is it culturally everywhere, and every parent or every mom specifically hates that word? Because we could say, ay, pendejo. We could say, fuck you. We could say, bitch ass, all this shit, you know? We could say any word you could possibly name on the of the cursed Bible. I'm sorry, cursed dictionary. But once we say stupid, it's like we killed somebody. It's like we killed somebody, you know? It's like God can't forgive us. So am I the only person that has a mom that's like that? Because even to this day, I am fearful to say that word in front of her, and I do not ever want to play with her when it comes to that word. So I avoid that word consistently. I hardly use that word to this day because of my mom, which I guess is a good thing because I don't call nobody stupid. I call them dumbasses. But yeah, I don't know. That would just kind of throw me on the side because I was just realizing, te mama culo, you know, it's a good song. So that's another thing I learned from TikTok. There's a lot I learned from TikTok, and I haven't really like named them all here, but I just thought I'd just name a few. And there's some fucking. Well, I was on TikTok for last night for about embarrassingly 3 hours, going through every scroll just to see all the cool conspiracy theories. And they had how the devil looks like, and then they put the moon on March 30th, how the moon looked like, and he's like that, you know, looking all weird, whatever. And then they see how angels look like. It's crazy because today I went on TikTok to see if they have any more conspiracy theories, but it just all flipped. It's just nothing but girls shaking their butts. It's like, like people are looking for a sugar daddy, and then girls sending their I forgot that stupid ass trend. Like a boyfriend has nudes of you, so you send your nudes to the public, so your boyfriend doesn't have ammo power against you, and like, you know, hang it over your head. Hey, I'm gonna send your nudes, this and that, but they send them out first. So like, I don't know, like I mean, obviously they don't send out their nudes on Twitter, TikTok, but it's like more of a erotic photo of them. That went on for a bit. That was weird. And then also just Taquachica, those Mexican the ones. I love those Mexican TikTok videos. They're great. But it's crazy how all of a sudden from one day it went to whole conspiracy theory on a Friday night, just nonstop conspiracy theories, and it just felt like I couldn't get out of that rabbit hole. And today, it's all fucking sexual. And I mean, I guess Friday night is all depressed, and Saturday night they just want to get fucked up and all this shit. Which has me thinking, is there every day in TikTok that just has different trends? Or do people feel that way on certain days? Like on Friday, it's going to be conspiracy day. On Saturday, it's horny alone quarantine day. Sunday is Taquachica, and Monday it's work and about the news, and Tuesday it's about a dance move. And when, you know, like, is it certain things? Am I not getting TikTok, or am I just asking questions that don't make sense and I'm just trying to add content here? Probably both. I was talking to my sister earlier for like a good 10 minutes, and she was like, you know who's an alcoholic? I'm like, who? And they're like, you. I'm like, why? You were drunk on your podcast. I'm like, oh yeah, I was. So shout out to all my non-alcoholics out there. You're doing wonderful. You're keeping us sane. You're telling us the real truth out there, so I appreciate it. Y'all been amazing. You always are, and I appreciate y'all. So the TikTok shit, I wanted to go more into depth, but there was just so many conspiracy theories, and I looked through all of them, and a lot of them were stupid. The flat earth ones, fuck me, right? One of them kind of was interesting, right? They were saying that, oh, the earth is flat, but if you curve the earth to a sphere, it will look like that if the earth was flat, but you know, it's still flat. And that one was like, okay, well, I mean, I guess that makes sense, but I mean, it's still not flat. The one that I liked a lot was the whole aliens one. The aliens are interesting and fun as fuck. Like, kind of how and Antarctica, there's the alien station there, and then also the aliens live in the oceans, because we only search some parts of it, and we still have a fuck ton. We search more in space rather than our own oceans. So those were interesting ones. I thought those were very cool. And then also the conspiracy theory about also the space one, how we're gonna leave the Earth, and I don't know what else. There was a lot, but I didn't want to name all of them because a lot of them it's already been done on YouTube, and it doesn't make sense for me to talk about it if I haven't researched it and if I don't give a shit about it. So the ones that did catch my attention was Xenobot, and then also World War III happening somewhere because we were getting bombed, and I forgot where it was. It was on TikTok. That's where I learned all this shit from. There's like 10 things happening right now that the coronavirus is like, that the virus has pushed behind because we're just focusing on this, you know. And today, Joe Rogan, he's trending just because he said he's gonna vote for Trump rather than Joe Biden because Joe Biden can't hold himself. I don't know, man. It's just like they're really turning at it. They were trying to really tear him down. I get what he's trying to say. He's not incompetent. Either of them aren't. It's just a whole. It's a whole thing of like, who would you vote? Would you not vote or vote? Like, if you don't vote for Joe, You're voting again. You're voting for Trump. But if you're not voting for Trump or Joe, you're the problem, you know? And it's like you're being forced to vote for somebody, right? When you know both of them are not bad. I mean, not good. And so it's I don't know, it's a weird place to be in for most people, right? Because I know who I'm gonna vote for regardless, and he's still in the race, thank God. So who knows what could happen? It's not over necessarily, but at the same time, I mean, why would I be afraid? I'm gonna vote for Bernie. That's who I vote for. I have last year too. I mean, last election, I voted for him. And now, obviously, who would I vote for? Either Hillary or Trump. I was like, okay, I don't want Trump. I don't want Hillary. So I was in that position where, like, okay, who the fuck do I vote for? I've always learned in school and in high school, your vote will always count. It's hard to believe it, you know, since like, oh, I mean, it's electoral college vote, and then it's the majority one, but I still tried to do my part. So yeah, I had to go. Excuse me. Whew. These hops, man, they're killing me. These hops. I'm not drunk. It's the hops. So I had to vote for Hillary just because I didn't want Trump. But like, if I'm in the same position to go for Biden or Trump, like, what the fuck, you know? Maybe we should stop voting for old ass people. That's what I say. Like, instead of being okay, I get that they're more mature, they're more into the office, that they've been in certain situations, that they develop, that they know what to do, I guess. But I would say, why don't you just lower it down? Like, if there's a certain age to become president, there should be a certain age where you can't be president anymore. What about if you're president? What about ages from 35 to 60? I mean, that's right there. That's a perfect gap, right? You're old enough to know, but you're not too young to be stupid. You know what the fuck's going on. You already passed that maturity of not doing stupid shit. Not stupid shit. You already passed that age where you don't have to worry about partying or, you know, caring what people think. I think once you're 30 and up, correct me if I'm wrong, I know there's probably people who are much more mature that are younger, but I feel like you get out of your system at the age of 30. Like, you know what you want to be and what you want to become. So I think from there and up, which is 35 and up, is perfect, you know? So 35 to 60, I think that should be the age for presidential elections, right? For people who want to run for president, 35 to 60. Any older than that, go to no, not even Congress. I think Congress should fucking wipe everybody out and keep it 30 to 60. I think they should have an age limit too for Congress. I don't think they should fucking die on their seat. That's just ridiculous. Like, you know, they should have an out. I think there should be an out and an in. And I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. So yeah, I was thinking about that. I mean, that wasn't even gonna be part of my host conversation. By the way, El Pepe, thank you for giving my shout out. Hey, thank you for the feedback out there for the beer review on last episode, and I appreciate y'all liking that beer review. That was fun for me. The whole episode of being drunk, that's just my realness, you know what I'm saying? But the reason why I wanted to bring up this conversation about TikTok is because I think I've heard. I take that back. The TikTok thing it just passed. It's a fun little app just to kill time, and that's it. That's what it is for me. It's just an app to kill time. I know the Chinese are fucking overlords to that TikTok shit, so they're technically spying on your shit. So if you have a TikTok, China has you, technically, because they own that shit. I think, right? I might be wrong. Y'all look into that shit. That's not my job. So this weekend, when I tried to go run, so I tried to find an isolated part to run. I found one but it was late at night and I didn't know what to hear. Normally I would have a song to hear, but I get tired of hearing the same songs over and over again. And I decided to put a song. By the way, Cigarettes After Sex is a good band. So if you want to hear a chill, mellow beat band, if you want to hear something that, oh man, it's sexual, it's so tense, it's like, ooh, yeah, I feel that. Cigarettes After Sex. It's a good band. Shit, I forgot the name of the band. Give me a second. I don't want to get it wrong. Okay, so the name of the band is Cigarettes After Sex. Look them up. My gosh. At first I thought the guy was a girl. Like, you know how Silverstone Pickups, I thought it was a girl singing, but it was a guy on I forgot the name of the song. Man, I'm going. Anyways, well, they have a really. Oh, they're from El Paso, Texas. I didn't know that. It's an ambient pop band. There you go. That's perfect. Ambient pop band. Trust me, you hear that song, you can fall asleep with it. You can make love to it. You could be sad to it, and you could be happy to it. And you could smoke weed to it, and you could smoke cigarettes to it. You could do a ton to it. A ton. I recommend it so fucking bad. But I had them on a playlist, right? And I had them when I was running. And this song came up, right? This song called Nightmares and Dreams. And in this song, Alan Watts was in the beginning of the song. For those who do not know who Alan Watts is, because I didn't know who he was. I knew about his speeches, were about his quotes, because they always resonated with me. He's basically a writer, right? Alison Wilson Watts was a British writer and a speaker known for interpreting and popularizing Buddhism, Taoism, and Hinduism for a Western audience. Born in Chislehurst, England, he moved to the United States in 1938 and began Zen training in New York. So, this song it's an awesome ambient song, but the original song is called Nuages Dreams. It's a song that has 53,872,358 views. I recommend you listen to this song because a lot of people down in the comments from this video said it helped them out. People who were suicidal it helped them out. I'm not saying it's gonna help you out, but for me, I listened to this song and it just got me thinking more than not, right? It got me thinking about life. It got me thinking about dreams. Because recently, before this video, I was speaking to my friend Laura, and she asked me the question: do you think dreams tell you something? Do you think it's meaningful? You think it's because certain things are going through your head? I first thought, from my concept of dreams, right? Well, why you dream about a certain person or a certain thing is because either you thought about them the night before, either you've thought about them all week, and it's just something that just inside your consciousness, it terrifies you because of certain situations that happened. And I told her I dreamed about her this week every so often, and she's like, well, that makes sense because we're still talking, we see each other, so it makes sense that you're dreaming of that person. But for her, which I'm not going to go into details, but for example, if I'm dreaming about a person that I haven't seen for a while, which I have dreamed about somebody that I haven't seen and spoken forever, like, why do they come up in our dreams? Why is it that an ex that we never speak about, an ex that we just moved on a long time ago from, all of a sudden show up in our dreams? Does that mean something? Or is it just a coincidence that it just popped up, right? Those are things that we were talking about. And I know people research this more into depth, and they actually have answers, and and whatnot. And I know the brain still has a lot to be learned from. But that was one of the topics that me and her were talking about. Like, do dreams signify certain things or this and that? I believe they do in some ways. But some things just doesn't make sense, right? I gotta learn not to hold my breath. Hey, and by the way, nobody gave me a shout out on the YouTube about free merch, so thank God. So I'm gonna try to give this justice as much as possible for Alan Watts, because this is the quote on the song, and if you want to hear it from him, I recommend it 100%. You hear it from me, I'm gonna stumble and break my leg and fall, but I'm gonna do my darnest best to make this quote sound good. But this is basically what was in the song by Alan Watts. Let's suppose that you were able to sorry, I heard a noise outside. Okay, repeat. Let's suppose that you were able every night to dream any dream you wanted to dream, and you would naturally, as you begin on this adventure of dreams, you would fulfill all your wishes. You would have every kind of pleasure you see. And after several nights, you would say, wow, that was pretty great. But now, let's have a surprise. Let's have a dream which isn't under control. Well, something's going to happen to me that I don't know what's going to be. And you would make it further and further. Shit. Sorry, I practiced this again. But I messed up the word. Shit. Okay. Let's have a dream which isn't under control. Well, something's going to happen to me that I don't know what's going to be. Then you would get more and more adventurous. And you would make further and further out gambles as to what you would dream. And finally, you would dream where you are now. If you awaken from this illusion and you understand black implies white, self implies other, life implies death, you can feel yourself not as a stranger in the world, not as something here on probation, not as something that has arrived here by fluke, but you can begin to feel your own existence as absolute fundamental. What you are basically deep down, far in, is simply the fabric and structure of existence itself. I screwed that up a lot. Oh my God. So that when you hear this quote on Nwaj's dreams, it gets your mind thinking. It gets you feeling good about yourself. Your existence is important. It's existence. It's the fabric and structure of existence itself. It's I don't know. Like I don't read books. I don't follow writers, but somehow I knew these words whenever I came across it. It resonated with me. In that moment in time, it helped me kind of feel better about this whole pandemic we're in. This isolation, how it makes you feel and how things kind of get to you at points. I cannot be the only one that's going a little crazy or a little insane right now. I feel like that's the case for most people, maybe. Maybe I'm wrong. But the insanity of being stuck inside a place for such a long time, obviously we could go out. But life as we know it is changed forever. You could say after the pandemic, right? We're going to go back to how everything was. I disagree. I think people are going to be more cautious about a lot of shit. I think that dating is going to be completely different. There are going to be outliers out there who will just not take it seriously, and afterwards, it's like nothing happened. Like, oh, dude, that was great. I got to catch up on Netflix. I got to catch up on games. I made a ton of money online on Twitch and things like that. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. That's great. You taking the negative and made it a positive. Thank you. That's great. But most people will see it as like a realization of distancing from one another. So I think most people appreciate things that they are given after this whole pandemic. So it wouldn't be, you wouldn't take it for granted. But you be more careful now. Because I don't know. It's just I think it's just I have a feeling it's gonna be different. The world's gonna be different. It might be different for the better. It might be different for the worse. Who fucking knows, right? But I don't think it's gonna be something that is easily gonna be. We're gonna indulge into something anytime soon, like in a big old group or something. I think distancing will become a thing. And I told my friend, I think I told him a line K. I told him like I don't think it's gonna be weird once you're able to go out to the bars. Like people are gonna be more shy, more tend to like, oh hi, like because they got so used to self-isolation that they're not used to that big crowd, so they're gonna like ease their way into it, rather than jumping in. Obviously some people are gonna go in there and be like, oh, nothing happened. Oh yeah, I miss you, bro. Give you a hug. But I think it's gonna be a little tippy toe, step by step for most of the individuals. I might be wrong. I don't know. Fuck, who knows, right? I had a burp. Quick question. Sorry, not quick question. Quick thing. This beer is available in a keg, so you should get a keg. So the tasting notes I forgot to mention. It's mild, slight toffee, generous hop of aroma, and flavor from late hop addition. It goes good with food pairings. Is the hoppy start and long malty finish is perfect for pairing for almost any meal, from burgers, steaks to hearty vegetables dishes, pasta, chili, and barbecue. So you're welcome. Oh, it is chocolate malt. I fucking knew it. I wasn't sure if it had chocolate in it, but it tasted somewhat. It has pale malt, crystal malt, chocolate malt, American Bavarian hops. Dude, this fucking beer is a shit. I should try it. No lie. So I don't know what other different quotes that they have. Is the only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. The other one is trying to define yourself is like trying to bite your own teeth. Logic. Not the rapper, but Logic. Oh no. And the last quote here. I have realized that the past and the future are real illusions, that they exist in the present, which is what there is and all there is. Dude, I wish I had that mentality of speaking like that, right? Or thinking like that. That'd be some fucking crazy shit. But I feel like I'd be a douchebag if I was like that. Bro, do you believe today the earth will rotate 360 degrees and go 200,000,605 speed the velocity across the sun, and that the sun will one day vanish into existence and become a white dwarf? See, that sounds like I'm an asshole, right? I don't think none of that was true, what I said. Anyways. But yeah, those are my topics that I had. I wasn't going to have this episode long. I've obviously loved drinking with y'all. Like if I had Zoom, right? Well, the app, right? If y'all wanted to. I mean, I don't think nobody is going to say, hey, let's do it, right? But every Saturday night, if this pandemic goes more than, I think it's going to go past, I think it's going to go by fall, right? But if I had a following enough where like y'all want to have a Zoom cast, I guess, and video chat, whatever, we all could drink a beer, I'll be down. It'd be fun. Or a game, I guess. I was thinking about Call of Duty right now after this, but I don't know. Maybe tomorrow, because I want to edit this stuff today or tomorrow morning. because I have a lot of homework to do. God, I have a lot of homework to do. So anyways, the topic today was very short, very quick, but I just want to get it out there. I don't know. I thought last episode was pretty fun. I was pretty wasted and dank. Okay, so one thing I do want to talk about too, which I'll probably talk about it real quick. It wouldn't take too long, but hug your moms if you're home, please. I miss my mom and I want to hug her so bad. Man, I miss my mom. It's a reality that like I hope to God it doesn't happen, right? But life is too fucking short, right? It's too short because somebody could be taken away from you so fast and so quick. And that's what terrifies me right now. I don't know what could happen from here until fall or whenever this pandemic's over. But I don't want to be the cause of one of my family members to be sick just because I miss him and go over there. But then I feel like I'm gonna regret not going, because what if something happens more tragic because I didn't go, right? So my mind goes into the thought process of like, holy shit, if I go right now and my parents, right, and if I'm the cause of their death because I couldn't hold back my feelings of how I felt about my mom and dad and my family just because I missed them, and I wasn't able to contain myself in my home and isolate, and I go and I'm the cause of their death, that would have fucked me up forever, right? Or I don't go and they die regardless. That will fuck me up for life. So my process, for some odd fucking reason, I'm sorry, cussing more than I thought. Sorry. For some damn reason, I put myself in that thought process just today. I was like, what if something happens between them then and now, and I could have had the chance to see them? That scares me a lot. And this is the reason why I brought up the whole Alan Watts, because it kind of calmed me down. And that's the reason why I brought up TikTok, because it fucking distracts me from my thoughts. But it also makes me think about other shit. But I guess it's other shit that I don't have control over, so I don't feel too bad. But it kind of scares the shit out of me too. So all last night I was like shooting bricks. I was like, oh man, how am I gonna change the world? Oh my gosh, the government's taking control. Oh my gosh, they're gonna leave us on this earth and we're gonna die. Oh my gosh, earth's flat. What? Nah, I didn't believe that one. But I was like, oh my gosh. But then I realized, oh fuck, TikTok's just has people who has no time to do shit right now, and they're just looking up stuff. Not to bash out TikTokers. I mean, y'all great. But once the TV's off, once the phone's off, once everything's off, your thought is fucking just bombarded with the information you just saw. But deep down inside, after everything's out the way, after all the information you have you processed, you're finally in your real thoughts. And that's the scary part. For me, I don't know about anybody else, but for me, personally, that is the most terrifying part, is being in my own thoughts after everything is processed. And the last thing I don't want to process is the thing I'm thinking about now. So I'm gonna leave it with that. Think positive. Distract yourself accordingly, not by other fearful things, but with knowledge. Read a book, learn something new, something that's able to help you in the future. Learn to become a better person. Love who you're with. If you have a person, your girlfriend, your spouse, your mom, your dad, your brother, sister that are with you in this pandemic, don't take that for granted. Appreciate that. Call up your family members if you haven't seen them. I'm going to keep saying that forever. Even till after this pandemic. they love you and they miss you. So do that for me. And for those who are listening to this time, like, again, I appreciate it. I don't know if I'm losing more viewers because I don't have my friends or less, but I feel like I'm doing okay. And I got to be confident within myself to become a better speaker, a better entertainer, I guess, if that. I feel like I'm not an entertainer, and I don't think I am. If anything, I feel like I'm just another broski or friend that you have along with you. If you want to talk. Ah, shit, man, these hops are getting me. Good thing I'm finishing this episode before I got drunk. They're bust. But I'm just that outer person that listens to you, that it's just with you. I'm along with the ride with you. You're gonna see my sanity and my insanity, and you're gonna see my calmness, and you're gonna see my structurally composed person that I am at some times. But at this moment, I think you're gonna see more and more and more of my anxiety and insanity coming out, but in a respectful way. I'm gonna control it better than I am. I'm trying, and I have. But this work schedule is really fucking me up, so I'm just trying to compose myself to become better at everything around me. So, with that being said, I'm just saying, love yourself. We're gonna get through it. Wash your hands. Be graceful to others, and we'll get through it. And like M says, there's always that's K. Like M says, be kind to each other. I don't know what else he says. And K says, there's always every good around every corner, so don't sweat the small stuff. And J Trail would be like, psh, a la verga. I just get it. Now he'll be like, hey guys, love each other and be kind to one another. And me, just be you. Don't change after this. I mean, if you're an asshole, change, but just be kind. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, buy this beer. Icelandic Artic Pale Ale. Give them a shout out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.